Since our study is that to identify the relationship between the given data, we are going to discuss this one. Okay, so we are in two-dimensional norms. So we are having two set of terms. X may represent one data and Y may represent another data. So using correlation and regression, we can try to identify whether the relationship exists or not between the given set of data. So both are similar, but in correlation, what you will do is that you will identify the relationship in terms of your value, particular value. You will measure the relationship. Okay, whereas in regression, you will try to represent them in an equation form. Okay, both as you are going to discuss relationship only, but in correlation, you are going to give a value for that relationship, one particular value. But in regression, what you are going to do? You are going to give the relation connecting both the variable in form of an equation. That is what correlation and regression. Okay, so this is like step-by-step mathematical steps only. Just you are going to find everything using your calculator and put in your formula. So this is one of the possible topic under this unit. Okay, for finding the correlation and the regression. In some case it may ask us a 16 mark, but most of the case it will be 8 mark only. But make yourself thorough in this topic because it's only like formula application. Okay, to define correlation, first you are going to define what is the covariance. So take the next one, covariance. Covariance. So take down a common measure of the relationship. A common measure of the relationship between two random variables is called covariance. So it will be denoted by COV of x comma y. Covariance of x y is equal to expectation of xy minus expectation of x into expectation of y. Covariance is defined as expectation of xy minus expectation of x into expectation of y. Do you all remember the formula of expectation of x? How you define E of x? Unit 1 we discussed now. What is the formula? Integration of x into f of x. If it is discrete,
summation of
x into
f of x.
f of x or p of x. So similar way we can define E of xy now in two dimensions. Similar format, E of xy will be equal to double summation xy into p of x comma y. Because you are going to combine two variables x and y. So you have to relate it to the corresponding joint period. That is the formula to get here E of xy. So how you define covariance? E of xy minus
E of x into E of y.
So what will happen if x and y are independent? If x and y are independent, what will happen? So if x and y are independent, expectation of xy will be equal to expectation of x into expectation of y. If x and y are independent. So in this case, what will happen to covariance? It will become 0 because E of xy is same as E of x into E of y. So covariance will become 0. So if x and y are independent, covariance value will become 0. Okay, make it note. If x and y are independent, covariance of xy is equal to 0. Covariance of xy equal to 0. For your reference, right? Since E of xy is equal to E of x into E of y. Remember all these independent conditions will be helpful for you to solve the problems. E of xy will be equal to E of x into E of y. This is possible only if x and y are independent. Okay. So take down next one. Correlation correlation analysis. Correlation analysis. So take down the correlation analysis. The correlation analysis refers to the techniques used in measuring the closeness of relationship between the variables. Full stop. The measure of correlation is called as the correlation coefficient or correlation index. Correlation coefficient or correlation index. So what is correlation coefficient? It indicates the corresponding value, the measurement of the relationship. Okay. The process involved is called as the correlation analysis. So when you are asked to define correlation means you will give this definition. Now here home statements. Okay, ma? So there are different types of correlation. Just you know what is that one. The first one will be called as a positive correlation and other one is called as a negative correlation. Positive and negative. So what is the meaning of positive correlation is that if our given data, two different data you are going to compare, no? So if they are going to deviate in the same direction, then it is called as a positive correlation. Meaning of that one is that if x is going to be in an increasing pattern, y also should be in an increasing pattern. If x is going to be in decreasing pattern, y also should be in decreasing pattern. If the nature happens like that, then it is called as a positive correlation. So what will be the meaning of negative? Opposite. So if one is increasing, the other one will be a decreasing one. Then those relations are called as the negative correlation. So if you are going to discuss the relationship between two variables alone, then it is called as a simple correlation. If you are going to discuss between more than two variables, it is called as a partial correlation. Okay, ma? So these are some basic steps. Okay. So note on the formula, ma. This is the formula you are going to apply in your problems. Formula is very important. Memorize that one thoroughly. Okay. So take down. So there are many ways of finding the correlation coefficient. You are going to study only one formula, which will be called as the Cole-Pearson's coefficient of correlation general data. We will be discussing a special case. There we will be discussing the Spearman's rank correlation. Okay, I will tell you that one when you come to that one. So you are going to study two formulas. One will be called as the Cole-Pearson's and the other one will be called as the Spearman. Okay, so take down. Cole-Pearson's coefficient of correlation. So in the question they may not mention it is Cole-Pearson or Spearman. You have to identify that. That is easy only. I will tell you when you go to that one. First we are going to discuss only for general data. Okay, so take down. So the correlation coefficient is denoted by the symbol R of x comma y or R suffix x comma y, xy or simply R. Everything denoted as correlation coefficient. In some books, instead of R, they may use the notation also as rho. It depends on the corresponding number. Both are everything indicates the same. So this is defined as covariance of xy divided by sigma x sigma y. This is the formula. Covariance of xy divided by sigma x sigma y. So how do you define the covariance?
E of x
minus E
of
of
x
x
into
into
E of y.
What is sigma x and sigma y, ma? What is sigma?
Standard deviation.
So standard deviation of x and standard deviation of y. Did we discuss all these formulas in unit 1 now? So all those formulas we are going to apply in our unit 2. Okay, I will recall everything, all the formulas, because here the data may be of different categories. You may be given the data based only on x and y values alone, or some cases you may be given x along with the corresponding frequency values also. Based on that one, you may change your formula. But in the exam, majority cases it will be like general data only. Only one set of x value and only one set of y values. Mostly the problems will be asked only like that. Okay, so take down. Covariance of xy is equal to, right? Covariance of xy is equal to expectation of xy minus expectation of x into expectation of y. Sigma x square equal to expectation of x square minus expectation of x the whole square. Similarly, sigma y square will be equal to expectation of y square minus expectation of y the whole square. So first you will find all these three, then you will find what is R. So as I told you, everything will be like general data only a set of x values and a set of y values. Now I am going to give you the formula for all these things. Try to memorize this formula thoroughly. Okay, probability we have discussed in unit 1, x along with probability. What is the formula? Summation of x into p of x. But here it will not be associated with probability value, it will be given only general as a set of x and y. This formula we have discussed in your school level, general formula. How you define mean? Mean or average, how you define? Total divided by number of data. Here also we are going to apply the same formula. X means what we are going to say? Summation of x by n. Expectation of y means summation of y by n. Expectation of x square, summation of x square by n. What will be expectation of xy? Summation of xy by n. Okay, general formula only simple logic you are going to apply here. Okay, note down. So E of x is equal to summation of x by n. E of y equal to summation of y by n. E of x square equal to summation of x square by n. E of y square equal to summation of y square by n. E of xy equal to summation of xy by n. You may get associated with probability value. When you go to that problem, I will discuss it. What n stands for? What is n? Number of n. Okay. Any doubt in this one? So the very important point what you have to note here is that the correlation coefficient always lies between -1 to +1. The range of the correlation coefficient is only from -1 to +1. You will not have any other value outside this range. Make a note. Correlation coefficient lies between -1 to +1. -1 to +1. Okay, never forget this one, I should not get any answers in your paper beyond 1. Okay, don't give the answers as thousands or 2000s or 500s in your paper. If you get answers like that, what is the meaning?
Wrong.
What you have done is completely wrong. Okay, always the R lies between -1 to +1. Okay, should we start with the problem? Very simple one, try to understand what I was saying there, just you are going to apply the formula. So very easy, so if this types of problems comes means easily just go the full units. Okay, so take out the problem. Calculate the correlation coefficient. Calculate the correlation coefficient for the following heights. Height of, shall I repeat? Calculate the correlation coefficient for the following height. Heights of father within bracket capital X. Father is indicated by capital X. And their son within bracket capital Y. So take down X values are given to be, everything is given in inches form. So X values 65, 66, 67, 67, 68, 69, 70, 72. Y 67, 68, 65, 68, 72, 72, 69, 71. These are the given X and Y values. So what X represents, ma'am?
Height of the father.
What Y represents?
Height of son.
Height of son. So here we are going to find what? How much the height of the father and son are correlated. How much relationship is existing between
Father and son.
father and son. Height of father and son. That is what we are going to discuss here. Can you understand where we can apply all these things, ma'am? Wherever you are going to compare two different things, we can go for the correlation.
Correlation.
Okay. What is the correlation formula?
E of x y equal to E of x. E of xy minus E of x into
That is correlation formula. I am asking correlation formula. We are going to find correlation only now. So give me covariance formula. R is equal to correlation coefficient is R. What is R formula?
COV of x comma y.
Covariance. Covariance of xy divided by sigma x.
Sigma y.
What is covariance of xy?
E of xy
minus E of x into E of y. So whenever you are given the problems, first you identify what are the necessary things you have to find. To find the numerator, you need E of x, E of y, E of xy. Okay, denominator you are having sigma x, sigma y. To find that, what you need? E of x square and E of y square. So before substituting the formula, you need all this 5 data. Only if you know this one, you can substitute the formula and you can write your answer. So the first step is that you must try to find all these 5 values. Okay, for all the 5 I gave you the formula. What are the formulas I have given you?
E of x by summation.
Summation of x by n, summation of y by n, x square, y square, x. You need all this summation. Summation is, what is the meaning? Add total. So first step what you do is that you identify what are the necessary things and put a table for all those things. Everything will carry on. So you are going to find all this total by including all the columns which is necessary. Okay, so the first step will be we are going to include the columns. First x, y, then xy, x square, y square. Because you need all these 5 totals, right? Make it as a table. So put your x values. So what are the x values? 65, 66, 67, 67, 68, 69, 70, 72. Input your y values. 67, 68, 65, 68, 72, 72, 69, 71. Okay, fill the tables. Okay, how will you fill xy?
X into
Multiply the corresponding x and y. 65 into 67. What is the answer? 66 into 68. What is the answer? Okay, how will you fill up x square, ma'am?
squaring the x value.
Squaring the x value. 65 square, 66 square, etc. Y square means 67 square, 68 square. Fill all this table and find all the total, ma'am. Those total will be your summations. Okay, do it. If you miss one value here also, the entire thing will go wrong. So be careful in forming the table. You need to give me the answer for summation of x, summation of y, summation of xy, summation of x square, summation of y square. Do it. Use the calculator. calculator or anyone without calculator? Clear data total marks should we discuss? So here three types of data are possible, ma. One is general x and y. Next one is x and y along with probability value. The next two cases are continuous case. For the total, should we discuss? What is summation of x? Summation of x? 544. Summation of y? 552. Did you complete xy? Anyone? Answer? 37. X square, y square, three seven, y square. Others check it. Y square, huh? 38132. Rahul, are you using the phone for calculator? Don't use. Finish? Okay. So for time saving purpose, what you can do first in your exams is that directly you put everything all in your calculator and get the values. Substitute the formula and solve it. Then finally you will fill your table. Okay, how to put the value directly in your calculator? You have to find x and y, you can directly put. Add all the x values and add the y values. For y square, how to input the values in your calculator? 65 square plus 66 square plus etc. Put and find what is summation of y square. Similarly, square the x values and find what is summation of y square at a stage to save time in your exam. Okay, how to do for x and y? Make use of the brackets property. Open a bracket 65 into 66 plus again open a bracket 66 into 68 etc. So if you do like this means within few minutes what you can do, you will get all the totals. But because for filling will take so much of time, exam. Yes, so in the exams, first what you do is that put everything directly in a calculator and write that summations, complete the problem. After completing all the problems, come back to this one and fill the table. Because for filling the table itself will take so much of time. Okay, shall we substitute and find what is correlation? Right, next step. The correlation coefficient, sorry. You got one is summation now. Before correlation, we find all those 5 expectations. Find that one. E of x equal to, what is the formula?
Summation of x
Summation of x by n. What is the n value for our problem? How many data are given? 7. So n is equal to 7. The 7 data are given?
8 data.
8 are. 8 or 7?
8 ma'am.
8 data. So n is equal to 8. So right, E of x equal to summation of x by n. So 544 by 8. What is the answer? 68. Then E of y, summation of y by n. What is the answer? 69. 552 by 8. Then E of xy, summation of xy by n. Answer? 4695. Then E of x square. Please be louder now. Summation of x square plus needed now. Answer? 28 now. 28.
28.5.
Expectation of y square. 46.5. Find all the expectations. After finding all these things, you have to find what is sigma x square and sigma y square. Because in the formula, denominator is having sigma x and sigma y. After finding all these values, find sigma x square. What is the formula? E of x square minus E of x the whole square. Memorize all the formulas thoroughly, then the problem is easy. So E of x square is 468.5, E of x is 68. Find what is sigma x square.
Four five six 0.46.
Yes. E of x the whole square, so 68 square. 4.5. So from that you need sigma x ma, so take the square root. Square root of 4.5. Square root.
2.12.
2.12.
1.
1.
2. 1.
So will you find sigma y square? Sigma y square will be equal to E of y square minus E of y the whole square. So E of y square answer is 4766.5 minus E of y is 69. So the whole square. So here you should be careful, ma. In some cases, what you will do? You will not take square root, you will just substitute directly this value in a denominator. So be careful here. After finding y square, sigma square value, find what is sigma.
2.345.
3, 4,
5.
So these are the necessary things you have to need to substitute in your formula. Now final step. Correlation coefficient R is equal to. Correlation coefficient R equal to covariance of xy divided by sigma x sigma y. Right, like this. Or what is our covariance? E of xy minus E of x into E of y divided by sigma x sigma y. Now substitute everything. Everything is known. Substitute and find what is our values. of x is 68, E of y is 69. Divided by sigma x value is 2.121 into sigma y is 2.345. Find the answer. What is our 0.603. You are getting the same answer? Whether the answer lies within the given range?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, but by finding the value within the range also you can't claim that to be a right one. You would have made some mistakes also. That is one way to identify whether it lies in the range or not. ஆனால் அந்த வேல்யூ கண்டுபிடிச்சதுக்காக என்னோட ஆன்சர் கரெக்டாகவும் இருக்கணும்னு அவசியம் கிடையாது எக்ஸாம்பிள். ஏதாவது ஒரு வேல்யூ கூட நீங்கள் மிஸ் பண்ணி கால்குலேட் பண்ணிக்கலாம். ஸோ ஈச் அண்ட் எவ்ரி ஸ்டெப் யூ ஷுட் பி கேர்ஃபுல். Okay, easy or not, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Any difficulties there in this problem? Yes, so if this type of data comes, means easily you can score the 8 marks after this topic. Okay, two more possibilities of data, ma'am. As I told you, x and y defined along with the probability value. That is next type of data possible. The other one will be our continuous case. This is a discrete case, right? Similarly, we can take a continuous case. We will discuss the next class. You can leave.